This is for a public hearing from an application that we marked complete last month. Well, first let me do the minutes. Minutes from October. Does anybody have any changes or anything to the minutes? Or
I make a motion to accept it as submitted.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motions are good. Okay, let's see. Like I said, this is a public hearing. The application was complete. This is for a Betsy A, 19 Lake Celeste Drive, Garrison. The applicant is seeking approval for a renovation addition to an existing 1,021 square foot single-family residence. The project consists of a one-story addition, approximately 8 foot by 10.5 foot. It's heated, requiring a front yard variance where 60 feet is required and 23.17 is proposed. Currently, it's 24.4. The proposed covered porch, unheated, requires a front yard variance where 60 feet is required and 36.45 is proposed. And also requires a rear yard variance where 50 feet is required and 50 feet is required and 39.94 is proposed. A proposed open wood deck and steps require a rear yard variance where 50 foot is required and 39.39 is proposed. Currently, it's 44.7. The project will also increase impervious surface coverage from 22.24% to 25.00%, where 10% or less is required. We went over this kind of last month. You changed something? I'm sorry, you changed the front. All right, could we just get up there and speak to us? Please tell us who you are and.
Oh, that's a new thing.
Good evening, I'm Joanne Tall. I'm the architect working with Betsy Haddad, the homeowner. Since last month, October's meeting, we simply just rotated the deck and made it a different shape. It still has the same,
Variance.
yes, correct. We kept
So
that absolutely the
Consistencies
same.
haven't changed, just the shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
No numbers for variance have changed.
okay.
Okay. I can see it's a lot of variances because it's a small piece of property and the house is small, and the zoning has changed over the years, so I could see,
Yes, well,
it's not conforming.
the existing house is wholly on the front yard setback.
Right, okay.
How old is the house?
Oh, I should know this. It's the same vintage as all the cottages there, I would say 1920-ish.
Okay, that's, just
Yeah,
give
it's
me
been-
time frame, 1920s.
And zoning has changed a while over since the 1920s. I think
Yeah.
the zoning has changed, that's for sure. Now, was it 5 acres up there, or 10 acres or something
10
like that?
acres now.
It's 10 acre.
10 acres
And this
now,
is
right.
0.46 acre, a 20th
Makes it hard to build, yeah.
of
10 acres, right.
what's required.
Okay. I think we went over a lot of this last week. Yeah, like I said, the only thing that changed was the variances are the same. The only thing that changed was the design of the front porch. Are there any questions for any of the board members?
Just remind me one more time, we talked about the septic. Where is it?
It's on the site plan. It's between the house and Lake Celeste Drive. It's on the survey, not my plot plan.
And the existing service, it's an existing system. It's an existing system,
Yes.
yeah,
For a three-bedroom in this house remains a three-bedroom.
right. And you're not putting any more bedrooms in, so you don't need to require
Correct.
to expand it.
And your well? I'm assuming you have a well, right?
No, it's shared water, I believe, or something like that? Shared water,
The well is across the street on somebody else's property. I believe 3 houses share one well.
Oh, okay.
It's probably 3 or 4, no, it's more than 3 or 4.
There's a little pump house across the street,
Across the
across the
street.
road. It's not on her survey. It would be on a
Okay.
neighbor's survey.
Any other questions, anybody? Because I know we went over this last week. Paul, got anything, questions?
No, basically, the amount of additional variance is pretty small, you know,
Yeah.
so,
Oh, it's a small piece of property.
yeah.
Small house, yeah, okay. That's fine, if you're finished. Is there see, it's a public hearing, anybody here wants to speak about this? Nobody here, because she's from the newspaper back there, so I know it's not him. Okay, all right, let's go over the 5 factors here. Number 1, what possible detriment would the variance have on nearby properties? See, the granting of the requested area variance will not create any detriment to nearby properties, nor will there be any undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood. The scale of the addition of the front porch, 182 square feet, any extension to the bedroom, represent a modest increase and will blend in architecturally and fit the character of the neighborhood. The rebuilt open deck is largely in the same footprint as existing deck, which is in need of replacement due to deterioration. The additions can be seen from the road, however, they are screened from the neighboring properties with vegetation, forest, terrain. There'll be lighting at each exterior door, per the requirement of the New York State Residential Building Code.
Is the lighting pointing down or pointing out?
Light each exterior door.
Be a wall sconce. They're usually downcasters.
Excuse me, just stay at the mic, thank you.
You better stay up there, just have some more questions.
Okay. Typically, of course, we haven't inspected the lights yet, but there'll be wall sconces by each door. And on the underside of the porch ceiling, perhaps some hanging pendants. The wall sconces will be downcasters. The pendants will glow all the way around.
Okay.
But they're going to be, you know, cottagey like fixtures.
Okay.
They're not going to be any upcasters or.
All right, number 2, if you did not get the variance, how else could you build what you want or accomplish your goals? There's no feasible alternative that would require an area variance of this property. Existing cottage has 3 bedrooms, a small kitchen, and only 1 bath. Ms. Haddad would like to add a powder room and enlarge the kitchen slightly, making it more functional. The proposed plan accomplishes this by taking square footage from the existing bedroom at the north corner, yet it has the bathroom, powder room, and kitchen largely in the same location as the existing plumbing core of the house. To retain the use of the bedroom, 76 square feet was added to the north side of the cottage.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
ask you a question?
Sure.
The powder room, is that an additional bathroom?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is it a full bathroom or half bathroom?
This cottage had only 1 full bath and 3 bedrooms. So we're proposing to keep that full bath and have a half bath,
Okay.
a powder room.
Okay.
All right, let's see. The proposed construction would require an area variance of front yard setback, rear yard setback, and impervious surface coverage. The existing cottage is pre-existing non-conforming to the current zoning regulations, and Ms. Haddad is requesting to increase the non-conformity as follows. Front yard by 1.223, rear by 5.31, and impervious surface coverage by 3%. Okay, what impact or effect would the variance have on the current physical and environmental conditions of the area? Additionally, the front porch is located on a wetland buffer, along with approximately 30% of the existing house. The buffer zone is located on the driveway side of the house and in the front yard. A front porch and entry need to be contiguous with the driveway and road. The porch will be constructed with pier footings, with a floor plan elevated above grade, limiting excavation. The extension of the bedroom at the north side of the house and the rebuild of the deck will also have pier footings and thus limited excavation. The increase of the impervious surface over existing conditions is 3% and will be mitigated by stormwater retainage devices and/or rain gutters. Number 5, is the variance requested as a result of a self-created hardship? Ms. Haddad purchased the property in 2015. The existing house and property are pre-existing non-conforming in respect to the required front yard setback, rear yard setback, and impervious surface coverage. Due to the regular shape and non-conforming lot size, which is 0.463 acre in a 10-acre zone. Due to the origins of the neighborhood as a summer lake community where the houses were originally designed to be cottages and often placed close to a private road access. The cottage is still small, 1,021 square feet, and is located wholly on the front yard. The lot is undersized and increases nonconformity are modest. Are there any questions on any of the?
Yeah. On question 4, at the end it says, devices and/or rain gardens. What's a rain garden?
It's one way that we've started mitigating stormwater. It's a way of certain plants and gravel to hold a certain amount of water before it goes into, the storm drains. Well, on this road, there's no storm
Basically, you
drains.
put in certain types of plants to
And it's
to draw
swale.
more
I
water?
wish I had a picture of it. We would probably use infiltrators, meaning Cultex under the ground,
Okay.
sort of stormwater retainage. And if we, because of the rock in the area, if we can't fit in however many we need for the increased impervious surface, we will mitigate with a few rain gardens, which if you can imagine, retainage ponds from large developments, it's a tiny one.
Okay.
Does
sure
the
what that meant.
same,
Okay.
same thing. It stores it and the stormwater and lets it seep into the ground
Okay.
in place.
I've never heard that before. Rain garden.
Sounds like a good idea.
It does, I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, you have to keep
I've
them
never
up.
heard of it either, but it sounds
never
pretty
heard
good,
of
to tell you the
Certain
truth.
gravel, certain plants, and,
That's an innovative idea.
Yes.
Any other questions or anything on the fine? Any other questions or anything on the fine? All right, at this point, I make a motion that the public hearing be closed.
I so moved.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Okay, this time we'll vote on the variances for 15 Lake Celeste Drive. Mr. Sestone?
I vote to approve.
Vote to approve. Mr. Lim?
I'll vote to approve all of them.
Okay.
I vote to approve as well.
And I vote to approve. So
you.
it's passed unanimously. And what happens is the attorney writes up a resolution, okay? Let's call it a resolution. When he finishes that, he sends it to our secretary. She calls me and I come up and sign it, okay? That could be 30 days, okay? That doesn't happen overnight because he's a very busy man. It may not look like it right now, but he is.
Busy? No?
You're not busy?
No, I
Well,
look
we can do
busy.
it then 3 days then. 3 days, then it's good, or no? Okay. But you'll have it within 30 days, okay? Any other questions? Everybody's good? Okay.
Motion to
Good luck
adjourn.
with it.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. All right, the next meeting, we don't meet in December, next meeting will be January 14th. Okay, so everybody have a happy holiday.
You too, thank
And
you.
don't forget to vote. Everybody vote.
Everybody vote, guys.